What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Starting to ride it a little bit more now that the winter is slowly phasing away, and surprisingly it's actually become one of my favorite bikes, even though we are very diversified here. I haven't done an oil change since I bought it. I believe the dealership did it once they got a hold on it. Been riding it probably for at least 1,000 miles in the past almost 2 years. So let's go ahead and let's get that started. First, we got to move wifey's Ducati, move mine out of the way. We're gonna basically swap places with our beautiful 48 here that I can't wait to get more parts and start getting the barber build going for it. We got the bike ready to go. Got it on our front chalk here. Want it nice and straight for all the fluids to go out. So first things first, I located that little rubber line I'll show you guys when we get started where the oil comes out. I thought it was gonna be like underneath, as I've seen on most YouTube videos. However, mine was like using a clip and it was like angled up, mounted somewhere, which is super nice and actually very easy to get to. But first things first, we're gonna go ahead and fire it right back up and let's get it warmed up. You know, we're gonna get it, the fluids all nice and hot, so when we pop that out, it flows right out. And I typically have to keep her connected to the battery tender in order for her to start. But in this case, we'll kind of see what happens here with it. So let's go ahead and fire her on. It's gonna be really loud. All right, I would say it's pretty warm enough. Get the juices flowing. Good to go. So, on the back of the bike, you're gonna locate this little hose. Like I said, mine was clipped right up here. Very nicely done, whoever did it, but it was clipped right up top here. So you may have to go down under there and fish for it. We're gonna need a flathead screwdriver, and we're gonna go ahead and loosen up that clamp and then pop this guy right out. So take your flathead. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pop that right out. Now that we've got our oil on here, just barely dripping, we're gonna go ahead and plug it right back up. And what we're gonna do now is the oil filter. So we're gonna go ahead and drain the oil on that. We picked up this really cool little tool. It's called an oil catch drain oil funnel from Harley. Let's see how it checks out. It looks just like so. I don't have that little cuppy tool, which probably would be useful right now, but right now this is all I got and it should work. That's super nice. So we're gonna take our new oil here, our new oil filter. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-mix it really quick with this guy. By that means I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil in there just to kind of help it get it going. And then on top of that, I'm gonna grab a little bit and lube the outside, as everybody loves to do. And screw it right on. Now when you do this, all you want to do is have it hand tight. You don't need to over tighten it. All right, so we have the oil drain pan right back. Before the oil comes out, we finished the oil filter. That's nice and snug on there. We just got to really clean that up with some carb cleaner or brake cleaner or something like that afterwards. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pour about a quart of oil in our reservoir. So the instructions say the engine takes about 2.8 quarts of oil. So we're going to go ahead and pour a second one in here. We're going to go back to the oil line and we're going to pop it open for just a little bit and allow air to flow through the system. I'm going to open it up. Oil's coming right out just like that. Now that we got the air out of the lines, we're going to go ahead and grab our next can of oil and insert it into the system. I did double check right now at the moment, and we're sitting at what appears to be 1 quart low, which is about what we're at here. So we're going to grab our other quart, go ahead and pour it. I'm going to pour about half, maybe 3/4 of it first. And then I'm going to run it. And I'm going to run the engine for just a little bit. And let everything just kind of settle in. And tighten this sucker for us to fire it up and let it run for a moment. So now we run the engine for a bit there. We're going to go ahead and seat the dipstick here. Clean it out. And we appear to be right at full. I guess that's going to be the end of the video. Like I said, I let it get warm. I checked mine, it's right where it needs to be, right at the full level. So super easy job. Honestly, I thought it was gonna take a little bit more than this. For some reason, I thought I couldn't find your regular oil drain plug, and kind of was just putting it off to the side. But really, it's a very, very simple process, changing the oil on the Harley. No need to pay extra money, bringing it into the dealership for them to do it. I spent about $68 for all the equipment, including that little funnel for the oil filter that didn't really work that well. I still made a mess, but luckily we have a rug for that reason. Like the video if you did, subscribe for more content. Super excited to start my build on this guy. Planning on doing a tank lift on it, changing the air box, front fenders, adding covers all over this thing. New seat, new tail, new lights, new suspension. I really want to go full on, especially now as we're getting into the riding season. It's going to be sick. Just been putting it off to the side, and it's time to do some fun stuff with it. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.